I have become the best known sport flooring contractor in the world, and I'm just getting started. Hello, this is Paul Nelson with Western Sport Floors, Wyoming Wood Floors, coming to you today from Clinton, Montana. Today I wanted to talk about business to business relationships. I wanted to go over a particular situation that we faced this year with the general contractor that we're working for. So we're a business, we are a subcontractor, we work for this general contractor. We are two completely separate entities. We do have a contract with them to install a gymnasium floor in a school. And things weren't exactly perfect. So we're going to talk about how we handled the situation, whether it's exactly the right way, I don't know, but it did work for us. So a success is a success, however you get there. Fortunately, just before this situation arose, I'd spent a little time with my good friend Dale Carnegie, one of my all-time favorite books, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And among other things, in this book, Mr. Carnegie references a letter from a business-to-business relationship. In this case, he references a letter from a manufacturer to a shipping concern, and the letter talks about some of the difficulties that one business is having with the other. He goes through and rewrites the letter, how it could be rewritten to show that shipper how it would be beneficial to cooperate better with the manufacturer. So having just read that chapter when we had this difficulty with this general contractor, I think it helped me. I wrote a letter, I had some real success. So just to set up the situation here, it was this spring, we installed this floor in a May and June timeframe. We were to come in and paint this floor in July. It's one of our busiest times of the season, as it is for every gymnasium flooring contractor. July is a really busy time. I suspect because of the COVID business, this job was running a little bit behind. This general contractor is trying to make up time. Their solution to make up time is just get as many subcontractors in that building as they possibly could, which we worked with them as well as we could. I mean, there are employers at some level. There are customers, if you will. And it's our desire to make their job run as smoothly as possible and to do what we can to cooperate with them. What happened was when we got to the job, there were 6 lifts in the gym. We were able to unload the materials, but we couldn't do anything else. Everybody had to go home that day. Came back the next day, the situation still wasn't rectified. We lost a couple of days when we came to install the floor. And it was frustrating because they were constantly having other people in that room. But we did get the floor installed. The challenge really came in that they wanted it painted and finished. We knew that there were overhead work that had to be done. There was a central curtain in the gym that had to be hung and some other things, fire suppression sprinklers and HVAC systems that weren't complete. And so they wanted us to come in and paint and finish the entire gym, and then they were going to stack plywood on it and bring the lifts back in. And our goal was to get them to do that work first, and we would come in and finish it afterward, which seemed perfectly logical to us, but they didn't agree. And so eventually I wrote this letter. I'm going to go through the letter. It's a little long, but I think it's well worth taking a look at because we actually had really good success with it. So here's what I said. Dear general contractor, we are absolutely committed to providing you with the very best gymnasium floor system possible. We pride ourselves on our on-time delivery of materials and labor. However, the situation at this particular middle school is such that we believe it will prevent us from delivering a quality product, the quality product we believe we can. There is so much work remaining to be done, it is impeding our ability to deliver a quality floor. And then I include a photo. Here's a photo of the auxiliary gym at the time we were attempting to apply sealer. The door is completely unsealed, and during the night, sand blew in under the door onto the wet sealer. We will now need to screen through the seal to get the sand out and apply another coat in front of the door in the auxiliary gym. Here's a photo of the main gym while we were trying to sand and seal it. At the time we were trying to sand and seal this floor, we had concrete grinding, sheetrocking, wiring, and several other subcontractors working right next to the gym floor with no dividing wall. In addition, we understand that both gyms still need center curtains hung, electrical, and possibly HVAC work done in them. Please note the gym floor specifications as approved by the architect for this floor system, and we've just copied and pasted right out of the contract that we signed with the general contractor. And here's what it says: materials shall not be delivered, stored, or installed until all masonry, painting, plastering, tile work, marble, and terrazzo work is complete. All overhead and mechanical work, lighting, backstop, scoreboards are installed. Room temperature of 55 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit and relative humidity of 35 to 50% are maintained. In-slab relative humidity shall be 85% or less. Ideal installation storage conditions are the same as those that will prevail when the building is occupied. So that we just cut and pasted right out of the contract we had signed with this particular general contractor. We further went on to say, in our opinion, it is better to wait until the overhead work and the door installation is complete before paint and finish on the gym floor occurs. The situation is especially frustrating as in the months leading up to us being on this job site, we specifically stressed the importance of overhead work and job site being ready for us when we got there. Instead, we have twice been delayed with previous crews on the installation phase because of the gyms not being ready, and we are now being pressed to complete finish work while it is not in spec to do so. The alternative is we can send a crew out immediately to finish this floor system if the architect is willing to issue us a waiver on the overhead work specifications and on any damage caused from the work done on the floor system. Dirt from the outside work area or foot traffic after painting will require a change order. And so what we did is we tried to put a letter together that partnered us up with the general contractor as one team, trying to do the best job we possibly could to get the school district a quality gymnasium floor. And it was really quite amazing what happened after we delivered this letter. They'd been emailing us threatening notices about 4 times a day, wanting us to come out and immediately paint and finish this floor. We sent this email, we didn't hear anything for a day and a half, and when they did email us back, they said, let's reschedule for 2.5 weeks from now, and everything overhead will be done, and you can come in and paint and finish your gym floor. So pretty happy outcome. In the end, they got a really, or two actually, it was 2 gymnasiums in the same facility. They got really nice gyms out of it, and you never know what they're having to deal with on the other side. Perhaps they were being pushed on the other side to get this project done, but at the end of the day, it was going to take them longer if we went in and did the work and then had to come back and redo the work. And so this ended up being a fairly happy outcome for everybody. And I'll thank my long deceased friend, Mr. Andrew Carnegie. For Western Sport Floors and Wyoming Wood Floors, this is Paul Nelson. You make it a great day.